Well, good morning everybody. It's Thursday. Thought I'd just I forget what day of Thursday it is. Where's my phone at? It's the 20th. And then October 20th, mid-Missouri, and still got my yard full of color. This north side, it kind of helps keep everything protected, but I have to get my elephant ears dug up one day this week. Just been kind of waiting for it to frost on them. Actually, it kind of helps them a little bit. But on my way to the elm tree, just thought I'd show my yard real quick. Even my dang hostas has, both of them, the little one down there has even re-bloomed out this fall into summer. Well, see you at the overhang. Well, hello everybody. Here we are at the Elm Tree Overhang today. Me and my buddy Terry, and we've moved a lot of dirt today. A lot of dirt. And, well, I move it with the tripod here for a minute. Oh, I had found, here's two pieces of pottery. Here's, it's either a drill tip end. It's either from a salvage something or just a flake they made into a little drill tool. I mean, it's rough, but Terry even thinks it's all there. Until we get home, get cleaned up. Real thick piece of pottery. Some kind of nice tooth. Bunch of bone. I mean, it's just full of sign. Full of bone, full of flake. I mean, that's just some of the flake I'm saving. Some of it's in down there. And I mean, mussel shell like you would not believe. I mean, look at it. Just huge.
I've been doing most of it out.
And then Terry was scraping some dirt around. And he's like, ooh, wait, there's something down here. Oh, look at there. Man, first full, nice artifact. And we got sunlight in it.
Is that too much?
Yeah, there's much better in the shade.
Okay.
Yep. Nice blade.
See, I'm just a damn old hillbilly. You gotta tell me them things.
Yeah.
All that technology I don't know nothing about.
Yeah, nice blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about hillbilly now. This boy here lives on top of a hill, doesn't know how to use a computer, don't even pack a smartphone. Love him to death, but talk about hillbilly now. Yeah, I even took a while to talk him to putting him on camera. He's like, heck no, that thing's take my soul. I said, you ain't Indian. I said, it won't take you.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, we've all got a little bit. Well,
Look at there. Look at that hunk of charcoal coming out.
oh yeah, we've had some nice charcoal. We've been in a heck of a fire line. Terry's got a huge piece here.
Nice charcoal. Yeah, that's, I like seeing that.
You betcha. I mean, there's a ton of sign in here, folks.
And that's the
yeah.
culprit.
Look at this tool here now. Sorry, Creek Dalton. My buddy Wayne. Remember me saying metal handles? And then look at this T-handle, boy. Talk about some leverage now. That thing's a dirt digger. OMG. I mean, a dirt digger. I think Wayne's gonna take one down to Richard. But yeah, that's, you'll never need another tool the rest of your life, man. I'm not trying to knock you there, old Creek, but I mean, the dude's a buddy of mine. I can't knock him either, but that's gonna be his tool. He's gonna be
freak.
having them for sale here.
That's a freak's tool right there.
Yeah, that's a digging fool, man. Yeah, no, look at that blade. Look at that, baby. Yeah, that's a good start. Yeah, that's what we've been waiting for.
Look at the mussel shell just hanging out of the bank here.
Yeah, this thing is so full of mussel shell, it's just crazy.
Look there, big hump. And everywhere right here.
Yep.
Where I stick my finger, there's mussel shell. Cool. I'd get down in there a little ways, but
yeah, we're having to get down there deep, which there's stuff just right off the surface. But it's good to see that stuff way down there too. I'm hoping that's going to be the archaic layer. Middle archaic at least. Who knows how. I wouldn't think this thing would go deep forever, but and you can see the dry line. Look at there where it rained the other day, and it's still wet. I mean, this thing stays dry. I mean, like I said, that's 15, 20 feet. This is awful good shelter. Just it's been slow on the finds. Well, hopefully we'll find something else. Well, here we are. We sure are getting some dirt moved. A lot of dirt moved. Just full of stuff, man. I mean, that's the only part of the flake I'm keeping. But check this tooth out. Man, Terry thinks it's a bear tooth. That's way too big to be any deer tooth. That's for sure. I mean, it could be an elk or caribou or something, but that's way too big for just a deer. Well, here's a tooth found earlier. There's some little bitty claws on top of that turtle shell I found. Oh, here's another little tip. We found something with the pottery. Here's another tip that was found. Something rough. But, check this out. Tip's gone, but finally, bird point. We ain't a-missing nothing, that's for sure. Little bird point. Shame the tip was gone, but that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Got me more than just that one in here. Today's turning to be a good day. Found that nice tool. It's broken stuff, a birdie. Sweet! Well, and it's getting about 4 for us, I think. I'm just going to stay a little bit longer and probably go. So, hopefully we'll find something else before we go. Well, here we are once again. Look at old Terry. He getting the hole going on now. He's down in there, and I mean, we're hitting fire line all the way. 8 inches, 12 inches, 16 inches, all the way down to the bottom of probably what we're 2.5 feet, 3 feet deep, and hitting cool fire line. But guess what? We got the camera on, cause Brooksy's doing a little dance. Do a little dance, get down tonight. Ooh yeah! Look what we got there. Ah, it's galore, baby. Get her out in the sunlight. Oh, it's here loose. Boom. Boom, shakalaka boom. We got a skillorn, man. Look at that. Ain't that sweet? I don't know what color it is yet, but I don't think any of it's broke. I think it's all there. Look how that base is made. I think slightly porificated, maybe a little corner there edge, but I bet it's going to be all the way it's made. Awesome. Just awesome, man. That's what we was wanting. Yeah, baby. So we got 2 bird points for today. Bunch of pottery. Couple tips. Here's some other broken thing. I think Terry may have chipped it with his tool. Anyway, I mean, we're finding a lot of charcoal, but look at this big old oops, it just fell apart on me too. Big chunk of charcoal now. I mean, and I wish I had archaeologists I could send that stuff to have it carbon dated. Look at that. I mean, I had one time my dad was buddies with from down in New Mexico, where my dad built his gun club one time, and this one guy was a shooter there. Supposed to be one of the top archaeologists in the States. Him and my dad got buddies, and I had his email for a little while, but I ain't had it for years now. And finding some cool little claws. Look at that turtle shell there by them teeth. 3 different claws. That middle one's something different. And this full bone flake. Well, we're got the last couple bags. We're trying to get the loose dirt out up and And we're heading out of here, but unless we find something good, we'll see you at home on the cleanup. Well, hello everybody, at home with the cleanup. It's actually the next morning. Got back to Terry's last night. Just got home so late I was tired. Just want to take a shower and go to bed. But here's like the broken stuff we found. I think this was one of the first tips, and just some off some broken tool. Here's would have been this loppy woodland point broke. Some kind of big old ear, something coming off there. There's the base. Here's a midsection. Something pink. Little tip off of something that was thin, small. This here I thought was just a big flake, but there's some real tiny micro little notches down the side of this thing. So it was some kind of tool. I mean, they are real tiny micro notches. But it's only woodland or archaic, and then had a deer tooth. Oh, part of a beaver tooth with 2 little beaver claws. I ain't sure about this one being a beaver claw. I think it might be something else. And then this tooth here, this ain't no deer tooth here. I'm pretty sure this is an elk tooth. A back molar or something. This top part here is real ivory-like. So I'm pretty sure it's an elk tooth. I know we had elk around here. I've got elk horn from another dig site. And then here was the good stuff. And I mean, boy, this stuff was calciumed up hard now. There's the bird points and the blade. Here's that little drill we found, and I don't know what to think of it at its end. I mean, it's kind of worked over right there. Oops, Terry says it may have just been worked down from a salvage point, or they just may have made this little drill out of a little flake or something. And there's our preform, our tool. Well, I'm pretty sure that's all it is, just a preform. No secondary edge work on it. It does have some smaller stuff here to the back, but it is never used. No use to it whatsoever. The broken birdie point, and that's a shame because that thing is totally translucent. I mean, completely. But then the other bird point here, it's kind of like a dark gray, and it's just got a little bit of that ear off and maybe a little edge of that base, and otherwise it's all there. It's a pretty sweet little scalorn. It'd be nice if we find some big scalorns in there, like the few I found out in the field. So happy to finally see some bird points pop out yesterday. Now I'm really anxious to go back. Can't wait to get back to it. But won't be today, and I don't even know if it'll be this weekend. Monday for sure. Maybe. One day, next week, maybe one day. I know I can't get back. Wait to get back. Actually, if I could, I'd be going today. Well, she has finally prevailed. Some full artifacts found. Now just get in there and move more dirt. I'm thinking we're just now starting to get to some good stuff. Thanks for enjoying. See you next time.